How do you set up a budget for your company? Well, that's a great question. If we're just meeting, my name is Caroline Ravn. I'm a full-time magician and YouTuber. And for the past years, I've been trying to be the place on YouTube and on the internet where every entertainer, every content creator comes to when it's time to learn something important. Hello, that's me. Actually, today I wanted to share a video that was on my platform last year. If you haven't seen the platform already, it's ravnmagic.com. You can go check that out. You can see it right here. Whoop, this is what it is. And also in the description below, I'm gonna have a link so you can go check that out if you haven't already. There is a 7-day free trial. I hope you love it. And then you get to stay and it's gonna be amazing. So, last year, I did an advent calendar, and if you're not new here, then you've seen some of these before because they are nuggets and they are amazing. So how do you set up a budget? It's a really simple thing. Once you know what to do, it's gonna be a very step-by-step, so please follow along and you're gonna absolutely love it. And by the way, if you haven't heard this already, I am releasing a book. And it's so fun. I'm so excited. And the book is called The Business Side of Show Business: How to Make a Living Doing Magic. And what is great about this book, there are a lot of things that are great in the book if I'm being honest, but what is great about this book is that it comes from the perspective of a magician, but you will definitely get something out of this if you're a content creator, if you're a public speaker, comedian, whatever it is, but it's definitely something that you can apply to your own business and life. So without further ado, let's roll the video. Today, we're gonna talk about money. Yes, we're gonna do real numbers. We're gonna just, all the fourth walls that exists in the world are gonna be gone. But wait, I'm ahead of myself. Aren't these cute, by the way? Let me just do a little plug for IKEA. Okay, how do you set up a budget for your company? Oh, funny you should ask. It's just like I know exactly how to do this. Well, actually, I learned the hard way that you need a budget because too many times I was like, oh, money in the account. And then things happened. I have so many magic books I don't need, so many props I don't need. I can't go to conventions anymore because I buy things I don't need. Anyways, so today we're gonna talk about a budget that you need. If you want to do this part-time, it's one thing. That this is just gonna be an extra income for you, nice to have on the side, that's nice. But if you decide one day that it's time to just quit your job, to do magic, to do content creating, to do photography, to do YouTube full-time, you're gonna need to know exactly what kind of numbers you're working with. So in Sweden, we have quite high taxes. So I have to consider that when I am planning for my salary. So for me to take out a salary, I have to first pay 31% taxes, and then I have to pay another 30%. I know it's a lot, but I get free healthcare. Also, I had a C-section to deliver twins. You know how much that cost me? 0 crowns. Yes. So we're gonna have to talk about money in all levels to make sure that you understand this. So first of all, when you're running a business, you wanna make sure you have money, you guessed it, coming in. Where do you get your money from? Well, I get my money mainly from, well, the platform. Thank you so much. If you're not here for the 30-day free trial, then you should consider, you heard me, you know what I mean. Back it up. I do magic shows, that's where I get my main source of income. I do magic shows on cruise ships, that's also a big one for me. I have merchandise such as clothes and playing cards and coins and stuff like that. I sell consultation hours where you can bring me your business idea or whatever you're working on, and I'll help make sure you level up as the content creator, the entrepreneur, the magician that you are. And then I have affiliate marketing, which we're going to talk about in a different video too. I have, well, obviously YouTube and social media and, you know, all of these different ways that I'm getting money from. Also the fact that I'm a bank robber, we can add, no, I'm just kidding. But write down all of the sources of income that you actually have. I have, how many are those? Like 7 or 8 different streams of income that I have. And every month, I try to sit down at the 1st or the 2nd of every month to go through my bank account to see where did all of the money come in from, how much money was it actually coming in, and then where did all of the money spent go. So if you are just starting to learn this, if you're just doing your very first budget, that's an easy way to do this. That's because maybe you don't know how much money you're spending on fika, which if you don't know what fika is, look it up. It's not just a word. It's a community. It's how to live your life. It's gonna change everything for you. But it's basically you sitting down with a coffee with a friend. That's what it is, but it's a beautiful word. I didn't know, let me see here. I didn't know that I, in August, spent 618 crowns, which is approximately $60 on fika. On my business card. That was fine. It was external representation if the tax authority people are watching this. How much money did I spend on my ads on Google? You know, all of this stuff. If you have no idea where to start there. Go to your bank, check everything. Where did you spend your money? But if you are scratch, if you don't even have a bank account for your business, start scratch. Where are you planning on, like a dream budget? Where are you planning on getting your money from? How much money are you planning on getting it from? Like, how much money are you planning on getting from those? One thing to consider too is if you wanted to like really get in there, you could consider having investors. But do consider this though, like if you are bringing in investors, you're most of the time letting go of some part of your business and like a percentage of your business. And that's one thing to consider if you decide to have an investor. I've considered it myself a few times, but decided against it. You can also consider loans, but most of the time it's gonna be a high interest rate. And then what are you gonna spend the money on? Are you gonna take out a salary? Because that's a big one. Are you gonna have an office or are you gonna work from home? Do you need to buy a new computer? Do you need any fancy software? If you are a photographer, I've used this example a million times. If you are a photographer, then maybe you want to invest in Photoshop. Maybe you already have Photoshop, or maybe there is like a monthly fee you can pay. But there are a bunch of different tools that you might want to invest in. Like I spend so much money on Google Ads, but it's also worth it for me now. But let me just pull it up. Let me just pull up some of the things I spend money on that I keep track of every single month. We have taxis, which was $335-ish in August. Wow. Why did it bring up August here? Anyways, I have my Google domain names. I have my nail appointment, which is obviously a tax write-off. Yes, you heard me. I have Photoshop, I have Canva, I have my phone bill, I have the guy editing my videos. And so all of these things add up. So all the things that you know that are gonna cost, write them down. If you already have a bank account, this is gonna be so much easier for you. Take the pluses, add them. This is a normal month, okay, great. And then you have the minuses and see how you're, looking. And as I'm looking here, I'm like, wow, $335 for a taxi? Maybe it's time to change something. Maybe it's time to buy that $100 subway card that I should definitely do. It's better for the environment, also for the budget. But that's something to consider. And as soon as money coming in is getting less, one thing you have to do really quickly is to start stopping everything that is going out. So if you are planning on taking out a salary, do consider that first. How much money do you want to have in your bank account, and how much taxes do you have to pay? And is there any VAT you have to pay? I have to pay VAT here. Also, don't just consider how much money you have to make ends meet, because you also want to live. Like, it's one thing that make a living doing magic or doing consultations or doing content, but are you actually living? I think that's a huge question. Like in my case, I have a partner, we have 2 kids, we have an apartment, and we have a house, and we're planning on building a house in the existent small house that we currently have. It's in the island, it's beautiful. Well, actually it sucks because it doesn't have any water and running toilet stuff. But the plan is to build a house. So I have to make sure I can take out a salary that is actually matching the kind of lifestyle that I want to live. So that's a big one too to consider. So what I want you to do now, if you already have a bank account, look through it. Take the 3 last months, all of the incomes and outcomes, and you take like all of the incomes and outcomes, the incomes and expenses. So you will take, what is it now, December, so we will take November, October, September, go through all of them. Don't be lazy. You're not here to be lazy. Go through all of them. Write down everything in, everything out, and you get some sort of approximate for every month. Do know, if you are an entertainer, December, November, and October are big months for us. which means usually that's January and February are not. So do consider that though. And if you're just starting this journey, make it up. How much money do you want to spend on your salary? Do you need an office? All of the things that I just mentioned. So there is now a blog post where you can check out the downloadable link so you can actually have it on your computer to try it out and see how it actually works and to make sure you understand the numbers, because that's going to be a really big one. What really is going to make it or break it for you at the end of the month. I do hope you enjoyed this little session with numbers. I sure did, because now it really fires me up, because I know that I wanted to 1.5x my income this year. Looks like it nearly did it, so I have to book a few more shows to be able to make sure I said, yes, I 100% or 150% did it. Amazing. All right, so I hope you really enjoyed it in the video. I do say that there is a template to use the blog post thing, but it's not, obviously, because we're not on the platform. Instead, however, there's a link in the description right here that you can go where you can actually access this. It's a very simple yet effective template, so I do hope you're gonna go down and download that and use it. Don't do like I do with gym memberships. Like, I get them and I never go to the gym. So please download it and use it, and you're gonna get so much more value, and in my case, apps if I actually went. Again, I hope you loved it. If you want to learn more about my book, please go here and take a look at this beautiful video. And if you are interested about learning more about the business side, then I would recommend this video. This video right here is how to build a business plan. It's great and people loved it. I loved it. I really hope you got a lot of value out of this. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends. And if you haven't subscribed already, this is a really good time to do so. And turn on the bell so you know when the next video is coming out. Speaking of next video, I'll see you there. Take care. Bye.